Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. And not too long ago, ladies and gentlemen, we had what was listed as a magnitude 6.5 in Botswana, in Africa. Not too long after this earthquake, another magnitude 5.4 rang out near Johannesburg. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about how they downgrade these earthquakes because, once again, they want to deceive you on what is exactly happening on this planet. As I was going through the data and all of the reporting stations, I come to find that the highest magnitude recorded for this earthquake was a magnitude 7.86, not a magnitude 6.5. As I was going through the reporting stations, all I kept seeing were magnitudes above a number 7. So, ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling everyone, this is happening on our planet. As I pan down through this information, I see this check mark that says, this is the most reputable data, blah, blah, blah. Use this check mark. And then, whenever you go to click on it, there's nothing there. Nothing. So they want you to use the check-marked data, but there's nothing there. And the reason being is because the data that's being reported from other agencies, such as the South African Seismology Office, and you can check all of this data for all of the seismic devices all over the continent. They monitor everything. This is what they do. These devices have the ability to transmit their data directly to a home base. They're recorded instantaneously. So as I started going through the list of the channels, which are the seismic devices, you start to see these higher magnitudes. And I tell everyone that every single earthquake that they report on now around the world is not the actual magnitude of the earthquake that occurred. They've been trying to keep the magnitude of these earthquakes down below a 5.0, preferably in the 4s and the 3s. And they've been doing a pretty good job of it. But the bottom line is, as I peruse through this list, I start finding higher magnitudes. Magnitude 7.14, 7.25, 7.46, 7.6. And then I get all the way down and I find the highest magnitude earthquake, which was listed as a 7.8, possibly right in the epicenter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you were going to report on an earthquake, wouldn't you consider the middle, the epicenter, the highest magnitude of this earthquake, even though the reverberations of the earthquake go out like dropping a pebble in a pail of water? So they mislead us. They mislead us in every possible way. And then I see this magnitude 7.8, and it got my temper really flaring. Really flaring. Because we're having catastrophic things that are occurring all over the world. And I talked specifically about this throughout the year of 2016. And going into the end of the year in December, I talked a lot about the possibilities of what was going to occur in the spring of 2017 leading into the summer. I never made any predictions, but I'm telling you based on what I've been researching, and this is now what is happening. We went through the climate chaos through the winter. Now we're going through it in the spring. And ladies and gentlemen, there are thousands of people around the world that are dying as I'm making this video for all of you to listen to. Yesterday, or the day before, I think it was yesterday, in Colombia, powerful storms ripped through the country, cause mudslides and flooding, and people are dying. This has been happening in Peru, Ecuador, Brazil, around the world. Are we hearing about it? A little bit here, a little bit there. We have a dire situation with our sun. Our sun is in the process of going dark, and you'll see some of the SDO footage for today. I don't know what more to do, but I'm going to leave a lot of this up to you because all of you, the viewers, outnumber me. You have a bigger voice. So it is time for all of us to get up, get on the social medias, Twitter, on Facebook, share these videos, create conversations with people, and let them know what is happening. You are going to have to be a large voice from this channel. They are trying to shut all of us down. They're wiping out our views. They're unsubscribing subscribers. They're taking away the ad revenue money. It's literally just disappearing, even though a lot of us put in more than 100 hours a week trying to gather, research, and bring this information to you. We get death threats. We get slandered. We get abused and harassed. And sooner or later, that's all going to end. That's going to end when it's entirely too late. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at your sun right now, I am telling you that there is a serious situation brewing on that star. If you don't believe me, fine. Just go sit in front of your TV and watch CNN and see if they tell you anything about it. Look at the base of the sun. There is a massive coronal hole there. Look at what is opening up from the bottom of the sun all the way to the top. Look at the color of the sun. Look at it. The illumination of the sun is disappearing. As we say, it is going dark. It is being drained of energy. The sun itself is just not going to do that. It's still a young star. It will outlast us. We had some major sunspots that formed on the sun over the last several days. The largest one stretching 120,000 kilometers. Can you fathom that distance? If you watched my video yesterday on these solar flares, the CMEs, and the sunspots, you would have seen how large it was. And it is still there, dead center in the middle of your screen, that light white little ball in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is this is happening right now, regardless of what you can or cannot see in the sky, regardless of what you believe, regardless of what you're being told. As for outside influences, I'm asking you to look at what you are seeing and believe me when I tell you we have a very, very serious situation on this planet. And it's going to be left to each and every one of you, and including me, to get the word out. You have access to Facebook. You have access to Twitter. It is only a push of a button to share this video and say, hey, everyone, open up your eyes. Start paying attention to what's happening. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And probably the majority of you have families and you're responsible for children and possibly elderly parents. Can you imagine what's going to happen to all of these people if everyone is completely unprepared? There are earthquakes erupting all over the globe. We have 35 major volcanoes in full eruption right now. We have massive climate chaos around the globe. We also have powers that may possibly be influencing these weather systems. We know they have the ability. Please, by the grace of God, wake up. Wake up. Each and every one of you has to be my eyes and ears, as I would do for you. So from now on, when you see these people in the comment section spewing hate, I want you to kick them straight in the balls. Because they're not on your side, and they're not trying to educate you. They are trying to dumb you down. If you don't like what I'm saying, then don't come back to this channel. But there is something happening all across the globe. Cell phones right now, satellites, are starting to fail. Internet transmissions are starting to fail. Cable is going out. Cable TV. Ladies and gentlemen, I am warning you. This is Scott from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel. Please, let's get it together and wake up right now.